nasty. He said they be gravy.
Listen, they don't.
And I'm like, oh.
They don't be nasty, see? They don't be nasty.
But every man don't bring out the same level of nasty, too, because I told y'all that my husband was boring as fuck, and then I meet this nigga, and I'm just like, he brought something out of me that I didn't even know I had. And I'm like, oh, okay. I didn't know I was that nasty either.
Well, you was nasty. You already knew he was nasty, but you couldn't do it with him.
I just never pulled it out. Yeah, he just brought it out. He brought it out.
Like it's a comfort.
She was like, yeah.
Like it's a comfortability level. I feel like
that is very
true. Different people bring different things out you. I'll be disagreeing with that. I feel like that's only when you don't know yourself. When you know yourself, you'll still try it for people, but then you'll shut it down if you feel like they're not receiving it. You know what I'm saying? They be like, oh, okay, you're not the good recipient for this, so I'll just pull it back. But that doesn't mean you can't bring it out of me. I feel like if I can control myself, it's not up to you to bring it out of me. I can bring it out. You know what I'm saying? So like, but that came over time. That wasn't always like that. But over time, it'd be like, I'm gonna stop assuming that people know, because you'll never know. Sometimes you do some nasty shit, and then they'll respond to it like, oh shit, like, oh, okay.
And plus, you know what I think enhances the experience? Foreplay.
Yep.
Don't just come and just try to just put it right in. No, I like to touch. I like to lick. I like to kiss my partner. I like to actually, be involved in the moment. Like I like music in the background. I like toys. Like I'm with all that shit. So I don't want to I'm just laying there. That's boring. That's boring. Like, and I feel like you should suck the dick every time. Like they say some women don't be liking to suck dick. That's what he said. Or they be using teeth and he hated it. I don't know what these women are doing.
They don't swallow, or they don't take it in their face, or they don't smack it on their face, or they don't know how to be a bride, and they don't know how to touch it.
Yeah, when me in the bedroom with my man, there is no limits. There is no limits. I'm very comfortable with my sexuality. I'm very comfortable as a woman. So when I'm, and especially when I'm in love, and I feel like when you love a person, when you in love with a person, you think you in love with a person, the sex is 10 times better. But that's just me.
Mm-hmm. Emotion does make sex better.
Yeah, because the connection that you have is like, I can't explain it. It's like this feeling. Like that shit is just like, I don't know. I've never had a sporadic sex experience with a person that I didn't know very well, or I didn't feel emotionally connected to. So I don't know. So every experience that I did have, I think the emotions is what made it more deeper for me. Because I like a nigga to say in my ear, I love you, bitch, and if you ever get my pussy, I'm going to kill you.
She's crazy. See what I'm saying?
You be like, okay, Sadie.
She talked about this nigga.
We back to the robber scene.
Daddy, I won't get your pussy away. I promise.
You ready?
Yeah, all that shit.
Like talk to her while he was eating.
Yes, I love a man to talk.
To talk to the pussy while he eating.
Oh yeah.
Have his own little personal conversation with it.
Oh yeah, all that. All that. Yeah, and tell that bitch, and you better come for me. Yeah, talk all that shit. Talk all that shit, nigga. Yeah. It's yours. It's yours.
Yeah.
All that shit. I'm about to call this nigga right now. I'm about to say I'm single today.
Tell him you on the way.
I'm not on my way. I'm
No.
I'm not.
That nigga cheat on his wife.
No, he loved her.
Oh.
5 months ago.
No.
It wasn't my fault. It was another hoe. It was not my fault.
It was all the hoes' fault.
Well, it wasn't my fault because she didn't know about me, so technically it wasn't my fault.
Oh.
Then that thinking ass whore has the nerve to tell on me too. She gonna throw me under the bus. Why you waiting to say that you was sucking dick? Why would you tell on me too?
So this is
now I gotta stalk her. She's probably in a
dilemma is all about. Is that because he's got a situation?
No, he ain't got no situation. I am the situation. The situation he had was over. It's over.
Okay.
It's over. No, I'm gonna be honest. When I came into the situation, I was the other woman. He was a married man, but I am into polygamy. For my religion, I am into polygamy. I'm okay with a man having more than one woman, and I actually like women too. So I'm all for having threesomes with my man, and like, you know what I'm saying? So that type of stuff don't bother me. I actually used to listen to them fuck. And I hope she's listening. I used to listen to your fuck girl, and I loved it. I used to play with my pussy, and he used to have his ear potty, and he used to be making you come, bitch. And I used to be listening.
I never had this one.
I used to love it there. Okay.
Hey, when she told me that, I fell in spiritual love. I was like, y'all never had that happen before. You know how exciting that is? Oh my God. For a guy that can occupy this space, for a guy that can just, every nigga, I strongly feel like every guy should be dealing with more than one woman because they don't be prepared. You know what I'm saying? But if you can emotionally, certain shit just, oh my God. Like,
because different women are into different things. We're all different. And it's like, and I think that's why he gravitated towards me, and some of the other women that he was dealing with that I was aware of, he kind of fell back a little more from them because not only were they sharing their pussies with other people too, but I feel like for me, I brought out, I was open to, I don't know, he's done a lot. And a man that's done like so much, it's kind of hard to like bring new things to the table with a man that's done almost everything. And so, for me, I was trying new things with him that he ain't never doing. He like, yo, because he's had so many women. He's like, damn, this bitch bringing to it. She rubbing vibrators on my thing. He ain't never had that happen. I'm looking at his ass. He ain't never had that happen. Like, it's like, you know what I'm saying? Like, we did things. I'm playing my personality. Why you fucking your wife? I used to listen to her suck his dick. Like, I loved it. And I used to be like, when he used to leave, I used to be like, you was tearing that pussy up, babe. You if her pussy was wet, was you rubbing on her clit? Like, I used to add some details, and then because he knew I was listening, he used to like really like go in, like talk shit and everything, because he knew I was like.
You was in his ear, literally.
Yeah. In his head. That's the whole thing. In his head. That's the whole thing.
Oh my God, you can't make this shit up.
What you say?
You was literally the devil in his ear on his other shoulder.
He honestly said that he used to picture me while he was doing it. So he used to like close his eyes and visualize me actually being there because he always wanted us to have a threesome, but she just not into shit like that.
You were his demonic wife.
Yeah.
I was about to ask you, like, because you're into polygamy and things, were you successful at gaining a relationship with the other women?
I'm into polygamy, but I've never been into polygamous marriage. So my ex-husband couldn't afford another wife, so that wasn't an option for him. But all of the men in my family are Muslim, and they're all married into polygamy. My dad has 3 wives right now. So that's like, I'm used to seeing it. It's the norm for me. But I just haven't experienced it because, I'm be honest, when him and I planned to get married and he told the lady, she started talking about committing suicide and how she don't want to live no more. It got real crazy, and I was just like, hold up, pause. we gotta take a little step back. And he was with it too. Like, I gotta figure this out. Next thing I know,
scared to dick the stay. That's all she was trying to do. I'm trying to scare the dick in the stay.
I was trying to what?
Not you. I said she was trying to scare the dick in the stay. That's what she was trying.
Yeah, like and trying to manipulate him mentally, like get in his head. You know what I'm saying? Victimizing and all that. Like you can't do that to men. Like men, I feel like are always going to be. They get bored, and they're always going to want something different. And the reality of it is, all vaginas is different. All women is different. Their bodies is different. And they always have an urge for someone different. And it's like expecting a man to just want you or only be with you. I feel like you're being unrealistic. So I honestly, I'm with it. I'm with it. I would prefer to know about it. And that way it eliminates, me not trusting you. And I like to trust my partner. Mm-hmm. And I want to.
Yes, sir.
I'm not crazy. Stop calling.
Trying to kick all this cool shit to eat. So before I forget, can you say your name for me? What you prefer to be called? Because I know I'll be killing you the last part of your Instagram name.
Just Nick. Just Nick.
Just Nick. Right. I seen everybody call you Nick too. That's easy.
Nick with the nice lips.
Nick with the nice lips. Fuck it. But yeah, anyway, so yeah.
Nick that like the lickety lick. Okay.
Yeah, we just gonna do all the Nick plays.
Hold up. Nick that know how to make the niggas tick. Okay. No late.
All that. Yes, all that. All the things, all the descriptors. I like them all. Yes.
Hey, yo, listen, see over here trying to play games, right? So she's talking all this shit. She ain't talking about nothing that she was doing. So she going straight to him and this, and that. She ain't talking about half of the stuff that she was, the things that she was doing on her end. You know what I mean? Like, it was things that she was doing as well.
What I do? I ain't do nothing.
All right, yeah.
I did not. Or I did do a couple things, like when I pulled up at his house and he answered the door and I knew that bitch was in there and I just left and I saw the bitch car with the shoes on the passenger side door and it ain't that he was fucking another bitch, it's the fact that he lied about it and I just left his house. So I fucked up the car. That's all. I happened to have, I found some paint at the end of the corner and I threw the paint all over a car and I keyed whore 25 times all on the paint and I flattened the tires, all that. I was in my feelings because why you playing with me? Don't play with me.
Why you doing weird to me?
And why you do that to me? Yes. When you had one leg up, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, I thought that sound effect wasn't irrelevant.
I was stressed out, like nigga, you got me fucked up. And that's what I learned my lesson.
Fair share of
I learned my lesson that you get into that. And the issue I had is I like bitches. So why you lying to me? Mm-hmm. You weird. We could have fucked her together.
Okay, look, hold on.
So you sharing my dick? You sharing my dick when we could have took that bitch down together.
Be honest, partially honest.
What now? You being partially honest with?
Being partially honest, right? And you was talking about some lying and all that stuff. You ain't talking about the in between all that, how you switched up on it. So at first it was like, I'm cool, I'm open. Then from that it was like all.
And once I started falling in love, I'm gonna be honest. Once I started falling in love, I started feeling like I didn't know. Okay, before I might have not noticed when he was lying because I wasn't looking into certain things. And once the wife was eliminated and him and I became closer, and we started spending more and more time, I started to pick up on the lies. So before, I wasn't around him as much, so I didn't notice it. But then once we became a little more serious with one another, I started noticing the little shit like he don't never not answer the phone. I'm on the phone with him all the time, and I'm even on the phone with you when you in the shower. And what threw me off is he like, I'm about to get in the shower, I'm gonna call you back, and hung up. Huh? That's not how you move. I was just at your house this morning. Okay, perfect. So I called back a couple times. He didn't answer. I was already on my way. So I just felt like, don't play with me.
But no, that's not what I was saying. But what I was saying was that at first he was okay with the multiple women, but then you.
No, I'm okay with the multiple women. I like a nigga that's honest about it.
No, but that's not.
There's too many STDs. There's too many women out here with HIV. There's women out here that's having multiple sexual partners at one time, and I have a preference too. Like I before I knew the women, and he was honest, and I was okay.
No, that's not what I'm saying. See,
he started lying to me. Don't lie to me.
We had this conversation on live. So that's on okay. Because it was the first conversation. I wouldn't even address it, but what you said was that while y'all was dealing with each other at the beginning, you knew he had other people, so he was okay with it. But what the problem was that you felt like he was overdoing it. So it was like, it's all the time, like you always want other people, or you always like, you know what I'm saying? And we knew that became a problem. And then from there, that's when all the other stuff started transpiring because it was still like looking at everybody and all that.
And that's the thing. I'm okay with a man who is open and honest and letting a woman know I'm dealing with multiple women, and these are the women I've been dealing with for this consistent period of time. I'm not okay with men having frivolous sex and fucking me and just having frivolous sex with random girls all the time. That's not okay. You too old for that. You 49 years old. You need to grow up. You need to grow up. It's not given.
That's pretty much it, but it is.
It's not giving you meet a girl at the bar and I just want to fuck her all the time. It's not giving it.
Right, so that's what I'm saying. So when you talk about him lying, I feel like you should preface all these things. These should all be brought to the table because if I'm dealing with somebody and they give me this side of it, it's like I'm okay with you doing you, right? But in all reality, there's a limit to what doing me looks like. Then it's going to be I'm gonna shut down the part of my vulnerability to you because you're already showing me that you have an issue in this area. You're not as cool as it was. So that's why I was saying to you, like, don't just say like you just was lying because it was other things.
No, I think that I might have gotten my feelings once I started loving him. Because before I wasn't in love. Right. I'll be honest. Before I guess I was infatuated with the sex and I liked the sex and I was like the vibe and it was the vibe. And once we started sharing, just spending more time with each other and more sex with each other and more everything with each other, I just was like, I don't know. I didn't want him all to myself, but I would prefer for us to have experience together rather than you just fucking all these random people by yourself.
Right.
But were they random to the situation or just random to you because you didn't know them?
No, they were random. Like the girl that he fucked that night, I fucked up her car. That was the first time he ever fucked that girl. It was actually his best friend's daughter. And I felt so uncomfortable because I'm like, well, he didn't tell me who she was that night. He acted like he wasn't in it. It was the insult of my intelligence. Don't insult me. I'm like, I'm outside. Where you at? I'm not home. He like, I'm like, you not home, nigga? You just said you was in the shower. Oh, I didn't say I was at in my shower. Huh? Nigga, you don't spend the night at nobody's house. That's not how you move. Mm-hmm. You have your own space. You have your own house. You know what I'm saying? So it was just like, why you insult me? And then he was like antagonizing me. Like, come on, you know I fuck these bitches, but I love you. Like, he was talking all this cool shit in front of this bitch. You got me
fucked up, nigga. Jay-Z? He think he Jay-Z?
You got me fucked up, nigga. I will kill you. You playing with me.
See, don't play with me. And that's why she saved That's Crazy.
I'm not.
You can't beat up nobody's car and say you ain't crazy. Like,
yeah.
No.
Y'all ain't married to nothing.
No, we ain't married.
Like, that's crazy.
We ain't married, but we married.
Hey, you sound like Carisha. We not together, but we together real bad.
Yeah, we ain't together, but we together real bad. Like real bad. Real bad. Yeah.
But we go together.
It's heavy on the we single, but we go together. And don't play my face. Like but I don't understand men. Because it's like if you got a woman that like women, you don't have to lie to me.
Real bad.
Real bad.
But for I think I'm not a man clearly, right? But I think in my experience, when I've told men that I'm into women too, it kind of removes the excitement from them. It's kind of like removing the chase from them. And then they're like, well, I don't really want that with you now because it's no excitement to it.
So you think
it goes back into stroking their ego. You gotta let them feel like they're introducing you to some new shit.
Oh, I see.
And I don't know. I mean, how Deb, is that a true? Is that like somewhat a true statement?
To some degree, I feel like that changed with the woman. Like if you gotta, it's crazy because I be trying to tell women like the fact that we gotta suppress our emotions and make us emotionally psychotic. So it'd be like you would be like one way with one woman and then another way with another. So with one woman it'd be like I don't want her to like nobody. You know what I'm saying? Then another woman is like I want her to fuck with everybody that you know what I'm saying? So like it'd be different. I can agree to
so
that.
So it depends on your connection with the person.
Is that it can be any? It's weird. Like, well, it's just for me. Like, it's random shit. Like, so there's no real control mechanism inside of that. Like, it just depends on. I gotta tell you when I'm experiencing. If I got somebody that I'm like, cool, shit, we gonna have them fun times with, then let's go have them. If I got somebody that I feel like I don't want nobody touching her, then it's gonna be there. Like, you never know how it's gonna be until you start kicking it with that person. Like, I can't just determine that up front. But for sure. You can have somebody that's like, oh, she into everything. Like, I can't have no thrill in trying to convince her to do it. You know what I mean? Then you can have it.
So you think men get more of a thrill convincing a woman to be into something that she never tried before, rather than
I think for sure for a group of men
has that's into it?
For a group of men, yes. But for a group, not for a group of men, for sure. For sure. It's like this, right? It's like a man wanting to be a man. The man wanting to be a man complex, right? So it's like if I come in, I'm trying to tell you how to get your maintenance done on your car, but you already know how to do it. It's like, you know what I'm saying? Like I can't I'm not introducing you to anything. So like I'm for sure that it's a group of men that probably would prefer it to be in the way like they're bringing it to the table for you for the first time, and then it's a part of it versus that because also a lot of times. Another thing is men being jealous of women-on-women relationships because that's a big thing too. Because women seem more vulnerable. They seem more vulnerable with women. So even though we're gonna share, like I'm gonna tell you, it take a lot of comfortability to be in a room with two women when they comfortable with each other and you get to see that with your own eyes. If you a nigga that's like closed-minded a little bit, because what you gonna see is your girl being pleased by somebody that's not you in front of your face. Right, so and it take a lot to be able to see that and then just enjoy it or engage. And I think that a lot of guys
I never looked at it like that.
They be too stuck in their mind on what it should be, and they could feel the type of way. Listen, the first time I see my baby mom use a vibrator without me, I had got like a little jealous. You know what I'm saying? Like I had got like a little jealous because I seen her pussy do something that I never seen it do before. So I was able. For me, I'm big on self-development, so I was able to like self-reflect and check myself and all that shit, but. Some niggas that I can see where the issue might come in there. Like, hold on, like I ain't even know you're supposed to get that wet. Like, hold on here, like you know what I mean. So like, it's a lot that go on with that. Like, it's a lot. I'm okay with it though. You come in already ready for women, like you can beat half the battle. I ain't got to worry about the nut shit. So like, you know what I mean. Like, let's make this party happen.
I need to just stay out my feelings. That's the whole thing. More of the story.
No, stay in your feelings. Just stabilize. Like, you know what I mean?
Hey, yo. Real shit.
Yeah, like you gotta
real shit.
And I really do gotta work on control because when I'm like emotional and I'm like in my head, I go from 0 to like 10,000.
No, listen, no, not control, right? Just stabilize them. So just understand them. So it's not really about controlling. Once you understand everything, it makes you maneuver through it a little more smoothly. You know what I'm saying? Because you understand it. When you become emotionally vulnerable and you don't understand that, that's the battle. The battle is you being open and you trying to figure it out. Like everything's popping up at you new, so you you're highly reactive. You know what I mean? So you just want to stabilize, understand that it's going to be different things that's going to appear, and it's not for you to go over the top and self-sabotage. You know what I'm saying? Like that's not the place that you want inside of that space. That's all.
Mm.
You hear me, y'all?
No, and he plays a lot of mind games too. A lot of these men be playing a lot of mind games.
You want to vilify him so bad? So just like
okay, but I'm not
Who, little old me?
I'm not perfect either. And I know I have my ways, but I'm just saying that I'm not
Take some mind reader to know a mind reader.
Listen, I know you have to. I told you y'all crazy together for sure. Hey yo, G's, look at your camera. G's. Nick did cut on the red light like this. It's silly.
Well, it's about to go down.
I always have red lights on.
Give me the red light special.
I give you just a little bit.
He keep giving us a little bit of voice. Can we get a good 30 seconds so we can really, you know what I'm saying?
All right, you need 30 seconds. I got you.
Cause we know you want to sing to us. Get the ladies that's watching Pussy Wet. Let's see what you're working with, G.
It's 7 o'clock on the dot. I'm in my drop top, cruising the streets. Oh yeah, I got a real pretty little thing that's waiting for me. What I do? I pull up, anticipating good love. Don't keep me waiting. I got plans to put my hands in places I never seen, girl, you know what I mean. Let me take you to a place nice and quiet. There ain't no one that's an interrupt, ain't gotta rush. I just wanna take it nice and slow. Now, baby, tell me what you want to do with me. So I've been waiting for this for so long. We'll be making love until the sun comes up. Baby, I just wanna take it nice and slow. Now here we are, driving around town, contemplating where I'm gonna lay it down. Girl, you got me saying, my, I wish that I could pull over and get this thing started right now. All right, I'm done.
Okay. Wanna do something freaky to you, baby.
What do you say? I don't think they heard me.
I wanna do something freaky to you, baby.
If I can't have you, let love set you free too. Oh, I know that one too. He said they call me USHERRAYMOND. Now, baby, tell me what you want to do with me. Got a nigga feeling like Joe the C. Every time you roll with me, holding me, trying to keep control. It be nice and slowly. You know, never let it go, never mess with the flow. That's how the hook go. Come on. Oh, we live.
Yeah, I need this, bro. I'm mad.
I definitely gotta save this.
I thought we was done, bro. Like, and it's still like this is a great job right here.
Y'all did your big one tonight.
Sure.
I already dropped part one. Part one already on YouTube.
That was Nick.
It's called Sex Education Explained by Realists. This part right here is called No Chains Can Inform the Sexually Informed Head.
That's a big name, bro. We're gonna do the titles too.
You lost me, bro. No way.
That title is called No Chains Can Inform a Sexually. Oh no. Let me bring that back. I meant to say no chains can hold a sexually informed head.
What you say now?
No chains can hold a sexually informed head.
Yeah, go on your stuff.
Okay. Y'all did y'all big one. It's the red light special for me.
I know that red light and that silhouette. That joint got
green
serious.
hair, I'm telling you, it just brings out the hair, Miss Mama. It's glowing. The hair.
Stay with a red light. Huh?
Oh, he made his lights red in the back of the too. He letting y'all know he got his red light special too. Okay, we see you, G's.
That's right.
I always have this red light on, then there's another red light behind my TV. Right? That's another one behind my TV. That's over there. And then typically my bedroom is up there and I have another red light that's usually on up there. But I didn't get up there to turn that on just yet.
I love
more light. But
you got that red light, that silhouette, everything.
Y'all definitely educated me. I feel like
you want to shoot a maybe you want to shoot a film.
I'll hold the camera.
Ooh, you can hold the camera.
You can't hold the camera because you gotta be my encourager. So you gotta like talk in my ear. Like you gotta.
Ooh.
I got a couple tripods. I set it right on up.
They trying to create films. This is crazy. What did I get myself into?
Right there, and a tripod. There's a ring light and a tripod right there.
Right. Okay, Miss Mama.
There's another tripod right in the corner over there.
Won't get me caught on them cameras, I'll tell you that. The saw cameras.
2 pieces in a tripod. What's that Eminem said? Eminem said 2 peas in a tripod.
Always with consent. I do everything with consent. You'll never be caught out.
You definitely opened my eyes. You made me feel like I don't have enough toys. I don't have enough, instruments. I ain't got enough. I got to go and I got to cop up. I need some stuff for my next situation.
I mean, I stop you. My job is to stop you from making bad pussy decisions, bad vaginal decisions.
Me too.
For the fellas too. I got a lot of toys for the fellas too. That's what I try to tell the ladies. That's one thing I enjoy talking more about male sex toys than I do women's sex toys because men don't know that there's a lot of options out there for them that don't look weird that they can enjoy.
Listen, I bought this little stroker joint. That joint alright.
It's so funny because I've never looked into male sex toys. I didn't even know it was that many.
Spice it up.
I honestly thought we were the male sex toys. I do not know. I didn't know that they actually have something that you can purchase.
Yes. That's selfish she is. They get the toys and then they always think pussy the end all be all.
Pussy is not a gift. It is not payment for services, and no, there's so many toys that you can use while you sucking on balls. You could have a nice stroker on their shaft, rubbing their head, all of that good stuff. It'll save your mouth. If you got issues, your period might be on, whatever. There's toys that you can use that feel very, very realistic. I feel like in the bedroom, you should have fun in the bedroom. Shit can get intense. But I really feel like you should have fun in the bedroom. I like to laugh and joke, and it's not always the marathon. I want to stop, have a little conversation, laugh, joke. We both there, ass naked. Then we get back into some shit, smoke a little bit, drink a little bit, get back into some shit, talk. Then we fucking it's a thing. It's a thing. It's a whole. It's an experience. Fucking me is an experience.
Mm. So, question for the two fellas: have y'all ever ate the pussy when a woman was on her period?
Ooh.
I just want to know how many.
I quit stuff for sure.
You what?
I've done it 3 times.
Okay.
Nice.
What about you, G?
Penetrate. I never ate it while she was on her period, but just penetration while she was on her period, and we was in the shower, stuff like that, and like literally like her period hit like while it was happening, so like everything was just like dropping right out in the shower.
That's what she said.
Oh, I take your word. I take your word for that.
Ain't no way it just happened, my love, before your mouth got on her tongue. Ain't no way. She put you up for the ram bam. She knew that she knew you was coming in, and she knew she was moving. She said, "I don't give a fuck if this nigga about to eat blood tonight." Bloody Mary.
Bloody Mary.
On your lip.
Remember vampire salad.
Buffy the Vampire Slayer.
She said, "Nigga, you played in mud. You about to play in this blood." She got your ass. Gotcha. You gotta be careful, cause you know if it was a full moon, you know that's voodoo. You know a lot of women be into that. It's probably
all right now, goddamn it.
You took period blood and it's a full moon. You know the old folks say that's how you put a what's the name on the man? That's how you gain your own personal psychopath, I guess. That's what they say.
Hey yo.
Talking about it at 29. Crazy.
I ain't did nothing.
Yeah.
All your nothing sound gets every single one of them.
She said, "Little old me."
They all sound like you the culprit.
She said, "Who? Little old me?"
I think the fifth. I ain't no Mother Teresa, but I'm just saying, you know.
How many videos you got? Did you got any?
Me?
No, Nick. No. No, I don't. I said if you got any, so I
know you got videos. I
don't have to say
What you mean?
You already had that conversation.
I had
it was at this moment that he
knew. Because I miss my personal psychopath for his machinery. His equipment. His
machinery.
The DMBs.
You said you got better machinery.
No, I didn't say that at all.
Oh, my ears is talking with me. Oh, okay. See, that's my mom in the gutter. I said that's what I heard.
I can't determine that.
Start having a heart.
This is crazy. Y'all have definitely been an entertainment for me tonight. I just have to say.
It's for educational entertainment.
Mm-hmm. I think I'm the youngest one in this live. I'm just taking all the notes. And I thank you.
We ain't too far off. I just turned 30 in June.
30?
Yeah, I just turned 30 in June.
That's cute.
Nigga, you look 50.
She said
Hey, yo.
No, but you know they say a lot of women when they get older, sex drive like intensifies. Do you feel that way?
Yes, I do.
So you thought when you were younger you weren't as sexual or you weren't as open?
I've always been super open, but less. I guess when I was younger, I had less access to different experiences. So, you know, I did less exploring. But as I've gotten older, like, I don't want to... When I was younger, I would waste pussy miles. I had pussy miles to waste, right? But now that I'm older, I'm not wasting pussy miles on just
that used car.
Wet.
Right.
Like when I'm fucking whoever I'm fucking, it's an experience. Like when you seeing me, you dating me, you fucking with me, you gonna be either you spending a night or you gonna have half a day set aside, something, because it's an experience. I want to experience everything. I hate being shortchanged. I hate not being able to do what I want to do. I hate being rushed. Just in life, I'm very laid back, chill. I'm always smiling. I'm real easygoing. I'm always happy for the most part, and that carries over into the bedroom for me. Like I'm just
that's what we do on PTO. Prepare to utter, because I'm not coming into work.
Yes. But yeah, getting older, it's much more intense. I'm gonna say in my 30s, I learned how to really use my body. Like I really learned more about anatomy as a whole, to use my body and to learn about a man's body to provide more pleasure to them. And just like the rest of my years is just skating, like just using the skills. Mm-hmm.
Wow.
I just enjoy life. I enjoy life.
I can tell.
I don't care for, what anyone has to say. My mother is aware of who I am and how I do things and how I operate. My father was aware of the same thing. And for me, those are the only two opinions that truly mattered in the world to me. Right. And so nothing else can harm me. Like, oh, you this, you did. I'm like, I sure did. And I enjoyed every fucking second.
Literally, figuratively.
You comfortable in the skin you in, and I love you for you.
Very, very.
Mm-hmm.
I encourage everyone, get comfortable. For women that want to hide their stomachs, and listen, you a big girl, he seen that stomach when you was at the bar drinking the drink. Girl, you better put that stomach on his head and keep it moving. He don't give a fuck about that stomach. The stomach. Yeah, the stomach is keeping the pussy warm.
What he said? Put on your head as they sitting there.
Mm-hmm. You gotta be comfortable in the skin you in. Stop hiding yourself when you're in the bedroom with somebody. Like y'all both there together. They don't have their body isn't perfect either. So get comfortable with being uncomfortable so that you can enjoy yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Oh well. This is definitely for the numbers.
For sure.
Gonna put me on.
Sad. You ain't need no more.
Well, I'm definitely glad that you joined tonight.
Thank you for having me. I appreciate it.
Mm-hmm. You surviving and stuff.
Major key. Thank you.
And I love your honesty.
Oh, yeah. Only one way to be. I'm not a good liar because I forget.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't lie. If there's something I don't want you to know, I'm be like, I don't want to talk about that right now.
So with you being open in this lifestyle, do you just have open relationships? Like, or do you have more committed and y'all share your partners? Like, you know how I said I wanted my partner to share women, and I felt some type of way when he was going outside of us to go fuck all these different people. Are you okay with having open relations, or do you prefer to have someone that you take a little personal, that's dating you, that's
I enjoy both, but there's a time for both of those things. Okay. Currently, right now, for me, I enjoy my own time and not having it dedicated to anyone in particular. And for people that I date, it's funny when people ask that question, because if you're not in a relationship with the person you're dating, you're okay with them dating someone else because they are, period. Whether you know it or not,
right?
They are. So I am a very fluid individual, and I do what feels good to me. Okay. You know, if I'm getting to know someone and it feels good, I'm going with the flow. I don't ask a whole lot of questions about things that don't necessarily add to our situation. So, are you dating someone else? Like, yeah, I'd like to know, but him giving me that answer, what is that going to do for me exactly? Is it going to make me feel insecure? Is it going to make me feel jealous? Is it going to make me upset? I don't want to have any of those negative feelings. So why ask the question? My question to you is, when am I going to see you again? When are we going to link up again? When are you taking me out? When are we doing whatever activities again? And I enjoyed the person for exactly who they are, and not worry about anything that they're doing outside of us, because when we're together, we're together. My only request typically for anybody that I'm dating is put your phone down when you with me.
I'm heavy on that. I'm heavy on that. I'll even go as far as turning my phone off.
I don't want you to turn it off, because if you have children, you need to have your phone on. Right? I don't have any children.
But then that's that. You'll be good with me then, because I don't have any children. I turn my phone off.
Yeah, I don't have any children. So when you're with me, I expect to have your undivided attention, and that's not negotiable. If there's any second that I don't have your undivided attention, I will excuse myself, or I will ask you to excuse yourself from like right here, right now. But that's my only prerequisite. If I'm out with you, we're doing whatever, I need your undivided attention, because I'm not going to compete for that attention when I'm standing right in front of you.
Right. Oh.
Can I ask you a question?
Had me on some shit. I'm too sweet. Put your fucking phone there.
That's not how you say things. That's not how you say it.
I thought that's what you said.
That is what I said, but that's not how you say it. They don't receive the men don't receive the messages well in that tone.
I have a question. Have you ever gotten involved with like real quick?
What was the question?
Have you ever been involved with like a long distance relationship? And if so, are you? If not, are you against the idea? And if so, how was it?
I'm not against long distance relationships. I actually I like them a lot, because when you visit that person or that person visits you, it's an event. And it's like a minimum 2-day event when you do get to see them. So to me, it seems like extra special when you see them. And as far as like navigating long distance relationships, you just gotta really be open to the idea of not receiving instant gratification. You gotta be okay with not having instant gratification. Instant gratification never really satisfies you long term.
Okay.
Right? So if the person is worthy of you and your time long term, you have to exude patience and just really, really be okay with not seeing that person every time you think of them physically. You know what I mean?
Right.
So, like, you could FaceTime and have the video chats and all those things. And I do things like the video calling, video sex with the person you did, like all of those different things to get through. But I'm okay with long distance dating. I like it. It doesn't bother me at all. For somebody that's too close, I'd be like, even when you're not doing something, you feel like you might be doing something. And you're like, all right, so Let me make sure. Who's outside? You looking outside to make sure the car ain't driving by some shit, or you getting food delivered and you looking around like, all right, just want to make sure he don't think it's nobody. You
ain't got somebody you ain't got somebody like C coming and slashing tires. You need a flight to do that.
Right. So I again, I really follow my gut with a lot of different things, and I follow how I feel about people, about situations, about what's in front of me. And if it doesn't feel good, I can't rock with it. If something makes me feel bad, I leave it alone. I don't second guess it. I'm like, all right, it don't feel good.
No second guess, no second chance.
So guys who sort of talk to me tonight, I can feel it.
Because if this didn't feel good, I wouldn't be here this long. Let me tell you.
I understand. and apparently Instagram feel good because they quick to cut you off anyway after an hour.
Listen, this is the first time in a long time I let me get all my shit off without chopping me, cutting me, spinning me, nothing. Like this was a good John. This was the vibe.
This was meant to be for all of us this evening. I like it.
It's in me. I'm used to being on here this long because the algorithm on my page is set up to where I could just go live for a limited time. So I was just kind of like surprised to be on somebody else's live and just be on here this long without it cutting off.
Yeah, I got a homie who live was like that. It'd be like 4 hours. It'd be like 4 hours a session. Like, this is crazy. I got some people that can't get 20 minutes in without getting kicked. You know what I'm saying?
Longest I was ever on live was 5.5 hours.
Shout out to that.
And it was a lit ass conversation. The flame just never died.
You gotta, I'm over here multitasking. I'm like sourcing toys and shit. So when I'm on stuff long time, that's why you still see like some light. I have the laptop open. I'm working.
Hey, your money, I got nothing to say about you giving your money. I'm about to give you some money. Oh, I got a bug plug. You said this. I don't know what you said. It was the clit something. You said it. I don't think it had clit in it at all. But
she said. Listen, I'm paying attention. Listen, I'm taking all the notes that C talking about. She said she wanted the glass toy.
No, that was the second dog she wanted. The first dog she wanted was the butt plug. And then she said the glass toy. Yeah, I know. The purple one. I got you, yeah.
Remote control, yes.
Oh, it's remote control. So you can give your partner the controller.
Yeah, that particular one that I showed you, you download an app. And so it could be the remote control is your smartphone. So you can literally be, which I like the app-enabled remote controls because you could be at home and he can be at work and controlling your toy.
What?
Mm-hmm.
Oh!
I've been wanting to do that with the draws for so long.
I was just about to ask you if you ever tried. I thought it was a dumb question, but I was going to ask you if you use the draws.
I've been here though.
I got them too. I just never had anybody to do it with.
Yeah, that's the vibe. You go to the movies and you get that nigga the remote and you looking over. It's the feeling of
she just
you
bent
and
over.
him knowing what y'all doing and nobody else, and you like it's like you have a shy moment. Well, for me, I had like a shy moment, and you just be like looking around, and you just be like trying to not show that you are going through it. So you just gotta just like you just gotta and when they put that motherfucker on full speed, you just look at that motherfucker like, bitch, I can't wait to get you home, bitch. I'm gonna get you back.
You gotta upgrade the remote control situation. Like I have this really cute unit that is a small vibrator, and then it has the clit suction on the top. So it almost looks like how my finger is just like this. So this goes inside of you, and this part goes to your clit, and it sucks on your clit, and then the little vibrator does this inside of you, and that's remote control.
Wow.
See.
We about to end this in 10 seconds, y'all.
See, I gotta get that for you.
Well, I enjoyed. Thank y'all for.
That was good, y'all. That was good. I really enjoyed this. If y'all want to see more videos like this, man, if you want to see more videos like this, hit the like button, subscribe to my YouTube channel. Relationship Talk with G's After Dark. You know what time it is. Holla at your boy.